Images are an important feature of the World Wide Web. These are what give life to our dull web pages and are found in many forms on the internet. They can be logos, illustrations, diagrams, charts, and photographs. Including images in a web page using HTML, like every other tag, is also remarkably simple. Let's see how we do that. The img tag is used for adding an image to an element. The img tag is the one that belongs to the category of self-closing tags. These are the tags that do not have a closing tag, unlike other tags of HTML, and the self-closing tag opens and closes within the same tag. The reason behind the image tag being self-closing is more or less an intuitive one, and that is, we don't tell the browser that start the image here and end it here. Instead, what we tell the browser is that place the image at a certain place on a web page, and therefore the image does not have a closing tag. The first and required attribute inside the image is that of the source, written as src, and its value is the name and location of the image on our hard drive or web server. The location of the image is relative to our HTML file. Let's see what we mean by this by coding our image in an example. This is the opening tag, and this is the value of src. For the sake of our example, image and our HTML file are placed in the same folder. And when the image and HTML file are in the same folder, we just mention the image file name. We don't need the exact path for the image. Now if we save and load our file in the browser, we see that like every other thing, our image begins from the top left corner of our browser. The top left corner is actually the default place for anything to start. Alright. The next attribute for image that we need to look at are width and height. These attributes set the width and height of our image, and let's set both these values to 200. Width 200 and also height to 200. Save it and reload. That's it. Now we see that our image has changed its dimensions from the default size to 200 by 200 pixels. Note that we didn't mention the units for width and height. This is because the default values for units of width and height is pixels, and our browser understands that. The next attribute for image is title. All of us must have experienced that more often than not. Whenever we hover over an image on the web, a yellow bar appears at the image, informing us more about the image. And here's an example. We see that when we hover over the image and nothing appears. Well, let's hover at the above images. And here we are. We can see that now there appears a title that's telling us more about the image. The true story of Olympic wrestling, blah, blah, blah. And a third image also has a title describing us more about the image. Alright, let's also give our image a title, and let's set its value to HTML and CSS are the backbones behind the web technology. The title should be descriptive and should be telling us more about the image and not anything else. That's it. Now if we save our image and reload, hover over the image, and we see that now we also have the image title appearing and telling us more about the image. Great. This sums up our brief introduction about how image is displayed in the browser and a couple of its properties, or technically speaking, attributes. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching.